Steen here with the exercise of the week. It's back, baby. Today is our second back exercise of the week. Why a second one? Well, because the first one was pulling things down from up above, whether it's a pulling machine or chin-ups or pull-ups. This is about the opposite of that as far as back exercise goes. It's a row from the floor or from your waistline. Why would you benefit from this no matter who you are? Men, women, entry-level, beginner, veterans. Well, there's a lot of issues with the back. For one, if you're see older people hunched forward and all the muscles on the back side of the body just don't help us stand up erect and let us be functional and perform our daily activities. That's one issue. Another issue is guys who can see their chest and they work their chest from freshman year in high school. Their pecs are tight, it's alpha male, and they're pulling their scapulas and running them forward, and that's going to give them some big issues down the road with their ball and socket joint and some other issues because of that overworking of the chest muscles on the front. Number three, obviously, is technology neck, tech neck. Everybody's right here so many hours of the day, sitting at desk, sedentary, on their cell phones, on their computer, everything just hunched forward. And another reason why is it's a fat burning zone. You want to work big body parts, legs, buns. Back is the second biggest muscle group, chest. For fat loss, you feed the muscle to burn the fat in the most time efficient manner. Those are four big reasons why you need to learn how to work back more effectively. Today, we're going to do the T-bar row. I'm going to demonstrate it here. I'm going to give you lots of variations. I want you to comment below and let's kick some booty and really taking the ability to use the back exercises to get to our goals in a more time efficient manner. First of all, you got to make sure that we warm things up. I'm 52 in a week in June 23rd. I don't care if you're 18, 25, we got to warm up properly, okay? So I want to do anything, jump and roll for 100 to 200 times. I love power walking on a treadmill. It absorbs the shock. Or warming up on a recumbent bike. After do some physical activity, medium to a little bit higher intense at the last couple minutes, 10-minute warm up. I want you to get on the ground and I want you to roll out that back. It's like a rolling pin. You just hop on it and you go up and down the spine 12, 15 times, take you about 30, 45 seconds, decompresses the vertebrae, put some space in there, get some blood in there, some synovial fluid, and the spine just moves better. Okay? After that, stretch out the hamstrings, basic hamstring stretch. Relax your breath into it. 3, 2, 1, and just loosen things up back there. After you're done with the foam roll on the ground, just let the knees go to one side, eyes to the other. Knees to one side, eyes to the other. Get a little bit of rotation in there. Pull each thigh up towards your chest and just get things nice and limber. Then we can start the first warm-up exercise for back. You don't want to get into intensity right away. Okay, so we're going to do a T-bar row today. There's a lot of row variations. You can use dumbbell rows. You can use a cable machine row. I love the T-bar row. When we're done here, I'll move the camera and give you a visual of what the T-bar looks like. It's all it is a long Olympic bar shoved into the corner of the wall if you don't have a bracket like I do and set a dumbbell on top of it. Anyone can create a T-bar row. They call it a T because the wall and the bar creates a T. And you put a variety of handles on. I'm going to demonstrate this with my favorite handle in a second. Let's back up. Hand straps or not, because if you've ever done back in the past, you're going to find out that your grip gives out at the end of the set and it limits you feeling the back. I talked about this before in our other back videos. I say what's best is straps for half the workout, the second half of the workout when your grip strength and forearm strength and hand strength is getting fatigued because of the first half of the back workout. That seems to work really well. There's advantages to both. You either do that or you go a week or two without straps, lighten up the weights. You'll feel the metal better. You'll feel the muscles a little bit better. And then you go 2 weeks in a row with the straps where you can go a little heavier and not let that grip strength give out. The best way to increase your grip strength for back exercises and for life in general, it doesn't matter, is to do back exercises to failure without straps so that that grip strength will build over time, over the weeks. You'll notice that growing better grip strength pretty easily every 2 weeks. That's a great approach to take. Okay, so this is a close grip handle. I'm going to demonstrate this exercise with a wide grip handle, palms up, because it's one of my favorites, but you want to use a variety of handles. This is a close grip handle. Before I start talking about handles, now I'll talk about handles. Close grip handle, don't make the mistake that a lot of people make. They usually think wide grip on chin-ups or rows hits the wide part of the lats. That's not true. Darin Steen was one of the first pros out there to tell people and show people and prove to people that when you go to failure with resistance exercises with a close grip handle, it actually puts a little bit more focus a little out on the side, so it can help build the width of the back. So that's a traditional close grip handle that I like. It's called the mag grip. It's really different. Shaped like this. It sort of lets you feel like you have straps without having straps, because you pull right through here through the butt of the palm. So that's a mag grip. That's a specialty item. That's really cool. You got a rope like this. You can do this row right here, just holding this rope and working that grip strength. It's really nice because the rope moves, and it's just really a nice feeling. Don't forget about using the rope once in a while on any row exercise or pull down exercise. You got a real wide grip handle. Once in a while, we'll go really, really wide. I don't use this one, but once a month, maybe for a couple sets. It is a nice feeling, but it's not my go-to or my favorite. One arm at a time, just a traditional handle, just like this. We got a couple hooks on the bar, and you just attach any handle to the bar. If you did this, you could do one arm row with your hand on nothing. You're gonna have to lighten up the weight, and it's gonna work your back and your core in a really different way. One arm at a time using a handle. Then you got the ability to bring a bench like this and utilize that, and put one arm on the bench to give you some support and get a little bit more push and pull type of a feeling. All those are techniques that work very well. What I'm going to do to demonstrate this one is I'm going to use, just so you can see, a handle like this. So I'm going to go palms up, and I'm going to go medium to a little bit wider than medium, okay? It's one of my favorite feelings. You're gonna have to find what works best for you and which one you feel the back muscles best in, and don't utilize that all the time, but switch it up between the handles and switch them out so you can get the feeling in the back in different places. So before I demonstrate this exercise, I'm gonna demonstrate the technique that's very important. We talked about this in the pull down movement. You wanna make sure that when you're getting the stretch in the bottom of the movement, that you round the chest close and the shoulders round forward, pull your midsection back and get a stretch. And then right before you start to row, then you open, eyes lead the posture open the chest up, and then you row. So it's like this. Pull the belly button in, get a stretch, chest closes up, round forward. And it's also in the hip. You gotta get a big booty as you open the chest up and rotate the hips. Get a stretch and row. It's the same thing with up here with the pull down. It's here and here. Here, round forward, get a stretch, blow and row. So it's a little bit in the hips too. It's here. A lot of guys don't get used to their hips. That's big booty out the back. That's an anterior tilt. That's where you want to feel the control. That's the tilt, the big booty. When you're rowing, or when you're pulling, that's when you're gonna feel the tension in the right area of the back. Hopefully that's not confusing. Comment below if you got any questions. So here we go. Here's the set of T-bar row. I'm gonna go with my little bit wider than medium grip, palms up. Ooh. Come up to the top, bend at the hips, put your booty behind you, weight through your heels. Look down, big breath in. I'm pulling my belly button back, closing the chest, getting a stretch. Flattening the butt out with a posterior tilt. Eyes lead the posture open. Bah. Walk those feet out. If you feel like it's pulling out on the balls of toes, your weight should be on your heels. Ah. Ooh. Big breath in. Eyes lead the posture open. And row. Blow and row. Ah. 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 Some people are grunting in the gym. They're letting the air out at the right time. It's very important. I'll do 6 in a row with unique technique on the last 2 reps. Ooh. 6. Ooh. 5. 4. Ooh. 3. Ooh. 2. Ooh. 3. Ooh. So that's my demo on the T-bar row using the unique techniques and the unique handles, okay? After each set, what would work really well is if you stretch your lats out. Here's a technique on how you can start the recovery process, start to get the lactic acid out of the lats, the latissimus dorsi, your back muscles, and you can become more effective with the rest of the sets in that workout. So just find something that's firm that doesn't move. Squat down like you're squatting, weight through the heels. I'm going to try to stretch the my left lat out. I'm going to reach across. I'm going to sit down, take a big breath in, and I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to sit down further and try to put my weight on my left leg through foot. You're going to relax into it for about 5 seconds. Come out of it. Switch it over, big breath in, and exhale. Relax your mind and your muscles into the stretch. I'm leaning over and putting my weight through my right glute and my right leg. 3, 2, 1. One more time. I want to give you this note here that when you put your opposite hand on your lat, you're just going to be able to be in tune with it and stretch it and let it go a little bit more. So try to touch the muscle that you're working, called the touch technique. Try to touch the muscle when you're stretching it. It's going to help you out. It's a lot of information. I hope you can see pretty well because I'm shooting this video tonight by myself. This is a really important topic, how to work the back effectively. I couldn't work my back effectively for the first 5 years of my bodybuilding career in 1989 when I started because I couldn't see it, I couldn't feel it, and I was doing stuff wrong, so I just sort of skipped it. It's easy to work the muscles that you can feel and that you can see while you're working out and skip the ones that you don't. It's a big problem. Then you have lack of symmetry, your chest gets pulled forward, your posture gets thrown off, then along with technology, neck, there's a lot of problems. So there you go. There's some of my best, hottest tips on how to train your back with a T-bar row. And remember, it's not about how much weight you lift, it's about how you lift it. Mind-muscle connection, nice and slower than average with a slower rep speed, getting those last 2 or 3 reps at the end of the set that you never thought you could get, and doing something unique. Little micro pumps, a nice slow negative, get a nice stretch, stop in the mid-range of motion and just hold it, and then there's all kinds of little tips. If you want more help with that, just comment below. I got a PDF on about 10 unique techniques that would open up your eyes on how to end the set effectively and create muscle confusion. Now remember, to get to your goals, gain muscle, lose fat, to get the physique that you want, the health that you want, it's not as much about tearing the muscles down as it is rest and recovery. So it's also the foods that you eat and the thoughts that you think. That's a whole nother area that's so important. Mindset, the goal-setting strategy with emotional reasons. There's some homework there as well. I need to shoot a video on that. If you're interested in that, comment below. There you go, my best strategies on how to build a stronger, healthier back for strength, for physique, for weight loss, for tight and tone for women, and to be healthy and strong. You do have the power to change to make the rest of your life the best of your life.